Role of religion in politics. Caste religion is membership by birth. You become a member in a particular caste by birth. Almost you become a member in a particular religion by birth. Caste and religion works for political bargaining also. They also work for political bargaining. They also act like pressure groups. They also act like pressure groups in politics. See, religion to an extent is good. People should have a faith towards a particular God. But this religion should not question common bonds of loyalty towards a nation. You can have your own religion, we can pray our own God, but this should not threaten or endanger our loyalty towards our nation, the feeling of nation or nationhood. When this happens, when this religion gets transformed into communalism, then it causes real threat to the national integrity, national integration. Article 25 to 28 of the Indian Constitution deals with freedom of religion. India is a secular country. India is a secular country. There are two things which you should remember before going into religion in politics. One is religious affairs, second is secular affairs. Generally, religious affairs differ from one religion to other religion, but secular affairs are common. For example, the marriage ceremony in Islam, Hinduism, Christianity is different. The last rites, that means the death ceremonies, in Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Parsi are different. For example, in Hinduism we burn the dead body. In Christianity and Islam we bury the dead body. In Parsis, dead bodies will be kept on towers of silence, because according to Parsi culture, vultures will come and eat the dead bodies. It should be with nature. Our death also should be in consonance with nature. So, we have various last rites cultures also. These are all these things comes under religious affairs. All these things comes under religious affairs. Generally, our religious characteristics like marriage, divorce, maintenance, last rites, they differ. But secular issues are very common. Secular issues like our love towards our nation, our education system, our attitude towards various political systems, all these things should be very common. But unfortunately, religious issues are also influencing the secular issues. Religious issues, they are also influencing the secular issues. Communalism is against national integration. Casteism religion in politics comes under identity politics. When a group of people in a religion feels that they cannot sustain and their identity is different from national identity, or their identity is different from other religious identity, the idea of communalism starts. They feel that their religious interests and secular interests are different. They feel that not only their religious interests, but also in secular interests, they have their own identity. They don't believe in brotherhood. In fact, they believe in stratification, sectarianism, divisiveness. They don't believe in brotherhood. They believe in stratification, sectarianism, divisiveness, and they consider that their religion is great. They consider that their religion is great and their God is great. In all the religions, you find communalists. In all the religions, we find communalists, or the people who are orthodox, are conservative, and who believe that only their religion is great. Slowly, they will try to imbibe their religious values on other religions. Slowly, they try to imbibe their religious values on other religions. Slowly, they use the methods like force, fraud, etc., or other financial aid, allurements, etc., on other religious people to convert into their own religion. They try to convert the other religious people into their religion by using force, fraud, other allurements, and then they try to take the help of politicians, political parties to survive, sometimes for vested interest, for support. Political parties also help some religious groups, not only positively but also negatively, to get vote bank. Then slowly attacks, conflicts, communal violence, lynching started. They will all start. Mob lynchings, communal violence, attacks, conflicts. Slowly, in all the religious communities, there will be orthodox people who believe that they cannot live together with other religions. They cannot live together with other religions. And then comes a new idea called intolerance. They cannot live and survive with one another as peaceful neighbors. And sometimes some sections in these groups want separate nation. They don't want to stay in the same nation. Sometimes they may take up violence and arms and may ask for separate nation. Religious identity as such is not bad, but violence, intolerance, separatism is always bad. It is a threat to national integration. It is a threat to common bonding. It is a threat to violence. It is a threat to loyalty. It is a threat to nationhood. Sometimes it do happen. This is called communalism. Okay? Communalism is antithetical to secularism. It is against secularism. We have read secularism in polity. Section Article 25 to 28 of the Indian Constitution treats all religions equally. But communalism is intolerance. Communalism is attacks. Communalism is in the name of God. One section of people hate other section of people. One section of people try to convert other section of people into their own religion. One section of people feel that they cannot survive with other section of people. One section of people that feel that not only their religious interests but also secular interests differ. And politics sometimes use this religion for vote bank politics. Support their unruly things for vote bank. Finally, some of these religious groups might ask secession from India. They might say, we don't want to stay in India. We want separate nation from India. These are the features of communalism in India.